Sorry about the lateness. So usually on Thursdays we start at 10 past 7. So today's a little bit later. So welcome Najendra and Shubha. Welcome to today's live. Thank you for joining. How are you both? So we have lots of you joining in the Zoom room now. So Manoj, welcome. Sorry about the delay. Usually it's at 10 past 7 on Thursdays. I couldn't set the time because there were technical issues. Welcome everyone for joining. Welcome Rana and Rupa. Welcome Shubha. Welcome Pratik. Hi Mahesh. Hi Shalandra, welcome. Thank you for joining again. Good evening, Mahesh. So apologies for the lateness. So usually on Thursdays, we start at 10 past 7 around. But today was a few technical issues. So I also couldn't set the time to let you know that it would be later. But it's all working now, which is great. So hello, Manoj. I'm Eden, I think you know. So yeah, Eden here in South Africa. Welcome, Mina. Thank you for joining. Welcome, Meenakshi. Welcome. Hi, Shalu. So lots of you joining today. So welcome to everyone joining for the first time. I hope you enjoyed today's class. We've talked a lot about modals and we've done that in previous classes. But today we're taking a little bit of a break from modals as we did on Tuesday. So today and Tuesday is a bit of a break class from modals and we'll be resuming modals on Sunday. Welcome, Sambita. Welcome. Glad to have you in today's class. Hi, Shubha. Hi, Gorak. So lots of new people joining. Welcome back, Himanshu. Good evening, Himanshu. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing good, ma'am. What about you?
Good. That's good to hear. Yeah, good. We've had heavy rains in South Africa. So first, that's very good.
Same here in India, ma'am.
Okay.
It's also India is affected Taute cyclone. I think you heard about that news, yeah.
Yes, I did. I actually saw it not yesterday, but the day before, briefly on the news. That's very sad. Is it monsoon season? Was it expected?
Yeah, ma'am. It's monsoon season.
Okay.
But I think no one expected soon that cyclone will come. But yeah, that's happened. It's like a calamity.
Yeah. So it caught everyone by surprise. Yeah. It's terrible at the moment when we're already dealing with so many issues to have more issues with sort of weather issues as well on top of everything.
Yeah.
So my heart goes out to everyone affected. I hope everyone is safe right now. But yeah, there's always, this is why I try not to watch the news too often if I can avoid it. But yeah, there's just, it seems to always be something in the world. It's so unfortunate, especially now with coronavirus and the pandemic. But is the monsoon still going on, Himanshu, or is it over now?
Yeah, ma'am. Now it's over. We are the state are now out of danger, and yeah, everything is now managed.
Okay, that's good. Were you affected? Or are you in the state that?
No, a little bit affected. Only like raining cats and dogs, and like what we say that some like thunderbirds only then. But like Maharashtra, West Bengal, Gujarat, these states are affected very badly.
Okay. Wow. So it hit a wide area.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the area was so widely affected. So I'm sorry if anyone was affected. It's really awful. I'm glad to hear that things are better now. Yeah, I don't know. Was it unusual weather? Or has something like this happened before? Could it be linked with global warming?
According to our scientists, they said that it's a cyclone that we had ever faced before 4 decades before we have faced this types of cyclone in India.
Okay, wow. So very unusual. I didn't realize it was on such a huge scale. That's awful. Yeah, I guess with global warming now we're all facing things, weather slightly different. So I think you can hear the rain outside now. It's raining quite a lot where I am, which it's normal, but we've had sort of times when there's been not enough rain and then suddenly a lot of rain. So also unusual weather, not so severe. We've had drought in previous years, but I think weather around the world is changing quite dramatically. So I hope everyone is safe and well now. Good evening, Rana. How are you? So I hope, was anyone affected? Welcome, Stravinsky. Yeah, so today's topic, we're going to do some more fun things. We're going to do some compound words. So thinking about words that are made up of different words. And then on Sunday, we'll resume. So we'll carry on talking about modals, but just to break up the grammar questions. But if anyone has any questions on grammar, please ask, and I will try to go through them quickly. So today we're going to start with compound words. So that's the topic. And then we're going to continue our exercise with pictures, practicing words, phrases, and idioms that we can use to describe what is happening in pictures. So does anyone have any questions before we begin? Anything that they want to ask about or talk about? So welcome Nushad, welcome Mintu, lots of new people joining. Anyone in the Zoom room? Does anyone have any questions or anything they'd like? Hello.
I am first in
Hello, who's
your
that?
class today.
Oh, thank you.
Abronil.
Abram?
I am Abronil. My native
Hello.
place is Tutoltata.
Is?
My native place is. My name is Abronil.
Okay, welcome today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining today's class. How old are you?
I am 8 years old.
8 years old? Your English is so good.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining. It's nice to see that we have all ages. It's lovely. So we're going to do lots of nice pictures today. We're going to do compound words. So something a bit interesting. Sometimes we say words and in English as a native speaker and we don't. Does someone have a question? Okay. Sometimes we. Okay, for some reason I'm hearing a bit of feedback. I'm not sure why. Nilesh is doing well today. That's good. I'm good as well. I'm glad to hear people are doing well today.
Hello, ma'am.
So, hello, who's that?
I am Danishwari. Ma'am.
Is it Dia again?
Yes.
Welcome back, Dia. How are you today?
I am.
Excellent. I'm glad that you decided to join again. So you're crackling a lot. So if you have a question or something you want to say, try and write it in the chat or the Zoom room. I'm struggling to hear you.
I have a question.
Okay, excellent. But if there is something, if I mishear you, you can always write it in the chat. But thank you so much for joining again today, dear. It's lovely to hear from you. Hi, Sundara. Thank you for joining. Welcome, Toshi. So Stravinsky says compound noun by using the word book. Excellent. We're going to use that word as well. So compound words are words that are made up of other words, maybe 2 words, sometimes more, but that's unlikely. So we're going to do those as some exercises, some practice to think about words that you already know and why they have those names. Yeah, does someone have a question? Okay.
Please speak loudly.
Yes, I will speak as loudly as I can. Yeah, thank you. Welcome for joining, Shan and Bawani. So compound words can be, someone have a question?
Ma'am, what is the meaning of compound words?
So a compound means that we add words together. So we combine words together. So a compound word is a word that is a combination of 2 words. So when you see them, it will be very clear, the meaning. So there are different types of compound words. Just like a compound sentence can have different clauses added together, compound words have different words added together. So there are 3 types. So we have the first type is closed compound words. So they're just single words, 2 words combined to make a single word. So it's not difficult words. Maybe you've probably seen many of these words before, but maybe the word for it is new. Welcome today, Sean. Welcome, Mabeen. I like the emoji. Excellent, Stravinsky. So you're going to find this very easy. We're going to use some of those words. Welcome, Rishu. Welcome from Gujarat. So I hope you weren't affected by the storm. Welcome, Rafi. Excellent, Stravinsky. Lots of great examples. Blackboard is a great example of a compound word. So a blackboard is something that we write on, that probably teachers wrote on. Often they're not black, they're usually, nowadays they're white.
Cupboard.
Excellent, yeah, a cupboard, there's a cup and a board. Yeah, so the
Table
closed
fan.
pardon?
Table fan.
Ma'am, a football is also a compound word.
Excellent, well done. Yeah, football, excellent. Well done. Yeah, so football.
Table fan.
Yeah, was that table tennis? So table tennis, yeah. Sort of ping pong. We play it in a table-sized pitch. Yeah, so these are all great examples of compound words. So a closed compound means they're single words. So great examples, everyone. So also we have haircut, newspaper, so a paper which has the news on it, grandmother or grandfather. Then we have open compound words. So open compound words are when it's 2 words, but separated by a space. High school, living room, school bus. Can anyone think of any other examples of open compounds or 2 separate words?
Table.
Pardon?
Table.
Dining table, ma'am.
Dining table, excellent, well done. Yeah, dining table. Excellent, well done.
Study table.
Yeah, excellent, well done. Study table. Excellent, yeah. So usually often for furniture, for rooms. Pencil box.
Water bottle.
Yeah. Water bottle,
Water-
excellent. Yeah. A water bottle is a great example. Somebody said pencil box. Often we say pencil case if it's something you carry with you. Pencil case. Excellent. Lots of great examples. Vivek has a question. Yeah. What is your doubt?
School bag.
Pardon, dear?
School bag.
Can you type it?
Name is
Ma'am, she is saying a school
What?
bag.
School bag. Excellent. School bag. School bag. Yeah. You can separate it. Sometimes people keep it together as one word. Yeah. Excellent. Ramesh has a great example of a closed compound. Wheelchair.
Lunchbox.
Excellent. Lunchbox. Yeah. So some of those you can put together. Some people might put it like that as a closed compound. Sometimes they might separate it, but it can be both. Ramesh has a great example of closed compounds. Wheelchair. Excellent. Often we put that together. So it's a chair with a wheel. So it gets us thinking about the meaning of the word, and it's a good way to remember these words. Excellent. Pratik says bedroom. Yeah. So bedroom is usually closed. We usually put that together as one word. But excellent, Pratik. Stravinsky says cable car. Yeah, that's a really good example. So cable cars are types of transport that usually go up high places, up mountains. And it's on
honeymoon.
Honeymoon, excellent. Yeah, honeymoon. Yeah, so exactly, that can also be a closed compound word. So often people use it closed compound, but it's a very good example. Yeah. Yeah, so cable car, that's definitely open compound. Yeah, excellent. Stravinsky says, I love cable cars. Yeah, they're very fun. Actually, where I am in South Africa, Cape Town, we have a very famous cable car. You can see it from my window. Can't see it today because it's very cloudy, but it goes up into the mountains, very high up. It's very famous. City bus, excellent. Yeah, a city bus. That's usually an open compound. City bus, excellent. Well done, great words, everyone. If you think of more, please mention them. So those are the two main types of compound words. And then you have the last type of... Who was that? Yeah?
What in open compound?
So open compound is when the word is separated by a space. So we often put the word together, but we leave a space between them. So living room is not one word. It's two separate words. But it describes one thing. Pardon?
Hello.
Hello, English?
Compounds in Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Sorry, the sound isn't very good. Can you repeat that?
Open compound in places.
You can have names of places. So open compounds is for one, the name for one thing. So we're describing one thing, but with two separate words. Two words that are separated. So we don't combine it to make one word. But closed compounds are combining two words to make one word. So that's the difference. So we'll look at some examples that will make it clearer. Hi, Umakanta. Tell she's coming back. Okay. Then we have the third type of compound words, which are the hyphenated compound words. So again, sometimes there can be overlap. Some people will hyphenate words that others might not. But words that are closed compounds are usually the clearest. We know that they have to be closed. So we have hyphenated. We use a hyphen, the little dash between the words. So these can be words like well-known, second-rate. So those describe things, they're adjectives. Somebody can be well-known, so everyone knows them. Second-rate means it's not the best thing. It's second the best.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of a merry-go-round?
So a merry-go-round is something you might see in a playground or in a circus. It's a kind of machine that spins round, and people can sit on sculptures. So like moving swings going around.
Okay, ma'am.
So probably if I showed you a picture, you would know what it means. You might see them at fairs. You have merry-go-rounds. So it's like a small ride, like a mini, something you might see at a theme park.
And toy train.
Pardon? Shailendra, did you?
Toy train.
A toy train. It's not a train.
A toy train, man.
Okay, yeah, that's a good example of a word. It might be open compound, a toy train. You could hyphenate it. Some people might. So I think this one, it's more likely to be open compound, but it's a good example. Stravinsky has given some really great examples. So you have words like well-written. Yeah, well-behaved. Exactly. So well-written. So often more adjectives with well are very commonly used as hyphens, with hyphens. So well-written, well-behaved. Yeah, so great examples, Stravinsky. Well-being. Yeah, often we put
well-mannered.
Excellent, well-mannered. Yeah, that's a very good example. Well-mannered. Well-being.
Well done.
Ma'am, 100.
Someone say something?
Ma'am, 100.
100. So that's an open compound. Yeah, 100.
Well done.
Well done. Excellent. Well done is a really great example. Well done. Yeah, that's definitely hyphenated. Well-being is sometimes the close compound. So some people will combine it and it will be well-being. Yeah? Can you repeat that? Did anyone else hear what that was? Sorry, my Wi-Fi is really bad. Can you repeat it?
Ma'am, her signal strength is very low. So
Yeah, I think it's my signal. I also.
no, ma'am, your signal is good.
Okay.
Her signal is weak. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I can't hear you, but if you type it in the chat. Yeah. Can you repeat that?
Inter-college, ma'am.
Sorry.
Inter-college.
Inter-college. Yeah, you could say it could be a hyphenated word. It's usually used to describe that you might be something in college or something is part of college. Yes, you could use it as a hyphen. So I think that's not a very common one, but you could maybe use that. Is that what you meant? So if it is, write it down. So Stravinsky says, we've got lots of words coming in quickly. Ice cream, excellent. Ice cream, again, it's one of those that can be hyphenated or closed. So yeah.
Into home. Into home.
I can't hear, I'm sorry.
Into home.
Into home. So try and type it in the chat or in the Zoom chat. So ice cream can be hyphenated. Often it's one word as well. So you have ice cream. Somebody might put it like that. They might put a space as well, but you can hyphenate it. Okay, Mubin, I'm going to put the words a little bit bigger as well. Ill-mannered, excellent, Sarika. Ill-mannered, yeah, someone can be ill-mannered. Ill-fated, ill-treatment, excellent, Stravinsky, yeah. So you have well and ill, the opposite meanings. So those are often hyphenated. So those are very good examples. Make it a little bit bigger, so you're well-mannered. Well-being is also used as a closed compound, so I'm going to remove that one because that just depends on people's preference, what they like doing. But well-being is also commonly used as a closed compound, so well done. Excellent. Yeah, ill-fated, so that means their fate is bad. Something bad is going to happen to them. Often we use that in books. They talk about Romeo and Juliet are being ill-fated. The characters in a book are going to have a bad or a sad or a tragic ending. Ill treatment, excellent. Yeah, so that's when we use, so ill and well, the adjectives, we use them before the noun. So yeah, ill-fated, well done, we often use. Sarika says underweight. So underweight isn't often hyphenated. Usually it's an open compound. Underweight. So usually people might write it like that. But ones with well.
Ma'am, can you please read loudly?
Yeah. So ones with ill and well are often hyphenated. That's a good rule if it has ill. Interstate, interfaith, intra-college. Yeah, so often you can also combine them. So sometimes there's a mix. Interfaith can be written like that as well. Interfaith. Interstate. Yeah. So it depends, again, on preference and countries and things like that. But the easiest to know are the words that are closed compounds. You know when there's definitely a closed compound word. But sometimes there are overlaps between them. Excellent, Mina. A get together. Yeah, a get together. So you can hyphenate it. You can also use it as an open compound. So get together. So the rule is that well and ill, if it's well-mannered, well-behaved, that's often hyphenated. Well-being has become such a common word now.
Ma'am, best of luck is closed compound or open compound?
So best of luck is more a phrase. So we're talking about two words that are combining together. So best of luck, because it's more than one, it's not really considered a compound, it's a phrase, best of luck. So usually with compound words, we're talking about two words. So best of luck is just a phrase you can say to somebody. So we're not combining the words, it's just written like that, best of luck. Does that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am.
So Stravinsky wrote Holly Molly. So holy moly. So that's just a phrase, an informal phrase to express shock. So somebody might tell you some shocking news and you would say, holy moly, I can't believe that. But people don't use it anymore. It's an old-fashioned informal phrase. but you might still see it in comics and things like that. So they might be like, holy moly, wow. So it's not a compound, it's more that the words rhyme. But it's an interesting idea. So thank you for bringing that up, Stravinsky. Oyster beds. Yeah, so the bed of the oyster. You could hyphenate it, I suppose. You might just separate it, the oyster bed. Sometimes
Ma'am, welcome is compound word or not?
Pardon?
Welcome is a compound word or not?
Welcome. So it's not compound now because of the way that we use it. It's been used like that for so long. It might have an origin in welcome like that. It might have originated from that. I'm not sure, but I think it's more likely that it originated from German because they also have willkommen. So I think that's where the actual origin is from. So it's not a compound word.
Okay, ma'am.
But I might be wrong about that.
Ma'am,
So yeah?
ma'am, did excellent is an example of closed compound?
Direction. So direction isn't two words combined, where it's just a noun. It's not being combined with two words. So it's a single word on its own, but it's a good idea. Yeah, pearl seeds. So an example when we're describing something, the seed of the pearl seeds, we don't often need to hyphenate it. It's just the pearl seeds. We usually hyphenate, for example, like ill-fated, when we want to combine adjectives together, things that we wouldn't normally put together in a phrase. But pearl seeds, we don't need to hyphenate. A roundabout. Yeah, excellent. That's a great example of a closed compound, a roundabout. So it's about round. We've combined those to make one word. Excellent, Pratik. Up to date. Yeah, up to date. As soon as. Yeah, we can say as soon as. Trustful, truthful. So those aren't compounds. Those are just words. So truthful, it's an adjective, but often when adjectives end with full, it's meaning like there's a lot of. So it's more about the suffix. So the end of the word, the suffix full, tells us something about the word. It gives us information. So it's not a combination of two words. It's a type of word that is common. It's common to have the ending full. Wonderful. You could argue it's a combination of truth.
I'm like faithful.
Yeah, excellent. Faithful. So you can argue that it's a combination of full and the word, but because it's happened for so long and it's just so common to use full at the end, it's not really a compound anymore. It's not a new compound.
Madam, biopic?
A biopic.
Yeah.
So a biopic is one word.
Okay.
Biopic. Well, biopic, yeah. Bio, again, is a common prefix, things that start with bio. It means that the meaning of the word is going to be to do with a person or a thing, something living. So the prefix and the suffix can have a certain meaning, but it doesn't always mean that the word is a compound word. But
highway, ma'am.
Pardon?
Highway.
Can you repeat that again?
Highway. Highway.
Highway. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, that's a good example of a compound word. Yeah. So usually it's a closed compound, highway. Yeah. That's a very good example. Yeah. So Stravinsky's examples of truthful, things like that, those are good examples of when you could argue it's a compound, but it's so common to use full at the end. It's more of a separate suffix.
एलिजिबल है ही नहीं
So Nishant, if you have any questions, you can ask. Excellent. Livestock. Yeah. Livestock. Livestock meaning animals that are farmed, sheep, things like that. So there's
Ma'am.
stock, things that we keep that are live. Yeah, Sean?
Butterfly.
Butterfly. Yeah, I suppose originally the word had a combination of words. Yeah. That's a good example, Sean. Excellent. Yeah. Blockchain. Excellent, Sarika. Yeah, blockchain. So a very modern word. It's definitely a compound because it's a combination of two words that we've put in the modern world. It's a very recent word. Someone has combined the words block and chain because it's a chain of data, of information on the computer. Excellent. Great example, Sarika. Stravinsky says, what is the difference between a compound noun and prefix and suffix? So a prefix is the beginning of a word, the part of the word that has some sort of meaning to it, and the suffix is the end of the word. They might not be whole words on their own. For example, when we said biology is a good example. Bio means something to do with anything that's alive or living, so plants or humans, but bio on its own is not a word. So it's not a combination of two words, but it has a prefix, so bio.
Understanding, ma'am.
Pardon?
Understanding.
Understanding?
Yes.
Not really. It's an old word, so maybe in the past it had sort of compound, but I think it has a different origin. So to understand is sort of on its own. It's sort of a separate thing, but it's a good idea. Definitely a good idea. And
Or underground, ma'am.
Pardon?
Underground.
Underground, yeah, that's a great example. The underground, yeah. So more modern words are often compound words. A word like understanding has been around for many years, so it's less likely, but an underground is a combination of two different words.
Microphone.
Excellent. Microphone, yeah. Micro meaning small, and a phone, yeah. Phone being to do with sounds. So it's small and it records sounds. Excellent, yeah. So those are combinations of whole words. Underground to mean the tube or a transport that's literally under the ground. So bio isn't a word on its own. So that's how we know it's not a compound word.
Buttermilk.
Pardon?
Buttermilk.
Buttermilk, excellent, yeah, yeah.
Ma'am, watermelon.
Watermelon, yeah, that is because it's named, sorry, watermelon, yeah, it's given the name after that it's full of water, yeah, and it's like a melon. Excellent.
Ma'am, South Africa. South Africa.
You could argue it's not really a compound word because, well, it's separate, and also because the south is a direction. You could argue that it's a bit like a compound word, but because it's more of a direction, a description of something, it's less like a compound word, but it's a good idea.
Facebook, ma'am.
Facebook, excellent. Yeah, Facebook is definitely a compound word. It's a new word. They combined book and face, a book of faces, and they combined it to create a new word. Yeah, excellent.
Strawberry.
Strawberry, yeah. Strawberry, yeah. Yeah, excellent.
What's the meaning of a strawberry, ma'am?
So they just combined the word. They knew it's a berry, straw. I don't know the origins of why they use straw. It might have origins in another language, but it's a combination of two words. Yeah. So we know it's not a compound when the two words can't be separated. So bio is definitely a prefix, but it's not a word on its own. Ology as well. So this is a combination of actually bio and ology. Ology is a suffix, it's an end of a word, but we don't have any word on its own that means ology. Ology comes from the Greek to mean the study of. So any word that ends in ology means you're studying something. So biology, for some reason I can't think of any right now. Microbiology,
Zoology, ma'am.
zoology, excellent, yeah. Zoology, yeah.
Soft copy and hard copy.
Hard copy, yeah, excellent, hard copy, yeah. You can combine it or separate it, hard copy, yeah, the physical copy of something, excellent. Yeah, well done. Yeah, so biology isn't an example of words we can separate, but the prefix means something and the ending, the suffix means something. So that's the difference, Stravinsky, so I hope that helps. So compounds are when it's a combination of two words together. Excellent, so someone said low rate, yeah. So understanding is a little bit different, but we'll come back to that. Ecosystem, yeah.
Ma'am, soft copy.
Pardon?
Soft copy.
Soft copy, we don't really use soft copy. Hard copy means that it's, so you mean like a digital copy? A hard copy means it's a physical thing that you have. People don't often use soft copy. They might just say a digital version, something like that. You can say soft copy. It's just not as common as hard copy.
Majestic.
Majestic. So
Majestic.
Can you write it?
Matchstick. Majestic. Match.
Yeah. Estic.
Matchstick. STIK.
Majestic.
No,
so,
no, not majestic. Match or AS stick.
Oh, a matchstick. Oh, okay,
yes,
matchstick. Yeah, excellent, matchstick. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. My computer's, the sound's not very good. Yeah, matchstick. Excellent. Yeah, that is a combination of two words. Excellent. So Stravinsky said, rock star. A side boat?
Skywalk.
Did anyone else hear that? A side?
Ma'am, skywalk.
Skywalk.
Skyboat.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so that could be maybe your own compound word. So maybe people have started using that. Okay, yeah, maybe people have started using that. In films, often there are boats that are in the sky that are flying in imaginary futures. Yeah, so they could call them sky boats. Excellent. Yeah.
Ma'am, skywalk. SCYWALK.
Ma'am,
Okay.
skywalk.
A sky?
Spy. SPY.
It's telling skywalk, ma'am. Skywalk.
Oh, a skywalk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, people have started using that. Yeah. Excellent one. Well done. Yeah, skywalk.
Rainbow.
Pardon?
Ma'am, rainbow.
Something Lango?
Rainbow.
Ma'am, rainbow.
Rainbow. Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yeah, that's sort of like one. Yeah, well done. Yeah, it's definitely got the word rain in it. Yeah, it's to do with rain. Well done. Great examples. Well done.
Ma'am,
Yes,
magic box.
a magic box. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, magic box. Sometimes people combine those as well. Excellent. Lots of great words.
Ma'am, policeman.
Pardon?
Policeman.
Policeman.
Iceman.
Policeman.
Policeman.
Policeman. Excellent. Yeah, excellent. Policeman. Well done. Yeah. Definitely a combination of two words. Yeah. So you can have policeman. Sometimes people combine it like that as well. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah, so Stravinsky's rock stars are really great example. Yeah. Did anyone else? Pardon?
Earthworm.
Earthworm. Excellent. Yeah, earthworm. Yeah, well done. Yeah, excellent. So some really great examples.
Tender coconut,
Illness.
ma'am.
Pardon?
Tender coconut.
Tender
Tender,
coconut?
tender coconut. Tender coconut.
Like this?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah.
I've not heard that one before. So I can't tell you. A tender
wall clock.
coconut. Maybe it's a way of describing someone. Maybe it's a phrase.
Wall clock.
Ma'am, wall clock.
Wall clock. Excellent. Yeah. A clock on the wall. A wall clock. Yeah. Excellent. Well done. Great examples. Yeah. Gia says co-workers. That's a great example. Co-workers can be both a closed compound. So it's now such a common word that we don't hyphenate it. It used to be that words were hyphenated that aren't as commonly used, but co-worker, yeah. It's sort of a compound, yeah. Excellent, great. Love story, yeah, lots of great words. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a quiz to do with that. So great ideas, everyone. So all these will be very easy. I'm sure you'll get them very quickly. So I'm going to show you the first part of the word. And based on the picture, you have to figure out what the whole word is, what the last part is. So I've started with an example that isn't a compound word, but just to do an example. So I've given you the word sand here. So all these words.
Sand art.
Yeah, that's not what
Castle.
I've. Excellent, sandcastle. Yeah, combination of two words. Excellent, well done, sandcastle. Yeah. So that. Yeah, excellent. So it's not a compound word, but I wanted to just give you the example of what to do. So excellent, well done, sandwich. Yeah. So it's not
keyboard.
actually. So it's not a keyboard. So it starts with sand. So it starts with sand. So this is a bit more of a difficult one. So sandwich isn't a compound word. It was actually named after somebody called the Earl of Sandwich, but just to give you the idea of this game. Yeah, so number 3 is a little bit difficult. Does anyone know? So it begins with the word sand. Excellent, Pratik. Open-minded. Yeah, someone can be open-minded. Yeah. So does anyone know? It starts with the word sand.
Sandpaper.
Excellent. Yeah, well done. Sandpaper. Yeah. So it's rough paper that we use to, the verb is to sand something down. So to soften it, to rub away. So it's to soften wood, to rub away the rough. Pardon? Blanket. So blanket, no, it's a whole word on its own. It's not made of 2 different words. Yeah. Excellent. Well done, everyone. Okay, let's look at some more examples. So these start with sun.
Sunflower.
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 Excellent. Well,
Sunburn.
yeah. Well, I wasn't going for sunset there, but that is one. Excellent. Sunburn.
Sunglass.
Excellent. Well done. Sunflower.
Sunrise. Sunrise.
Excellent. Sunrise. Yeah. Excellent. So
Sunset. Sunset, ma'am.
Sunset is another one. Yeah, that's going to be on the next page. Sunlight is another good example of a compound word. So there's lots of words to do.
Sunglass.
Excellent. Yeah. Sunlight. The light from the sun. Excellent. So compound words with sun are very common.
Sunglass.
Excellent. Sunglasses. That's a really good example. Sunglasses. Sunscreen. Yeah. So you're already getting ahead of me with sunscreen. Yeah, that's the first picture. Excellent. So sunscreen, it screens you. So to screen something is to protect you. So you can have a screen. You can also have the verb to screen you, means to protect you from the sun.
Sunflower.
Yeah, excellent. Sunflower. Well done. That was the first one. We had sunset. So that somebody already said that. Does anyone know the third one? It's a little bit more difficult.
Sunrise, ma'am.
Sunwatch.
So it's not a sun watch, but it's close. It's used as a watch. We use it to tell the time from the sun.
Shopkeeper.
Almost.
Ma'am, sunrise.
Ma'am, sun trumper.
So sunrise we've used. So this is sunset, but you can also say sunrise. That's a good word. We've had sunglasses, which is a really good one. So the last one is a little bit more difficult. So we use it to tell the time of the day based on the shadow created. So it is used to tell the time, but we don't call it a sun time. It's based on what we call this. Does anyone
Solar
know?
watch.
It's close. It's based on the name that we give to the face of the watch. Excellent, pretty. You got sunset. This is a bit difficult. So it begins with a D. So sun, and the next word begins with a D. Excellent, Vishnu. Sunset. Yeah.
Sun drag. No.
Sunday.
Close, but
Good.
not quite. I don't want to give it away in case someone knows
Sand
what
dune.
Sand dune. That's a good compound word. Yeah, you have a sand dune. Yeah, the dune made of sand. Yeah, but it's not this. So it's a sundial. The dial is sort of the face watch, something you can move around. So it's a sundial. So that was a little bit of a difficult one. Yeah, excellent. Sarika gave a great example with sun shade. Yeah, shade from the sun. Excellent. So it's often a closed sun watch. Yeah, you can, that word has been used before. A sun watch has been used, but usually we call these a sundial. Excellent, Ranu. Yeah, well done.
Madam,
Well done, Gia.
ma'am's meaning of sunset.
So sunset is when the sun goes down in the evening.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
The verb to set is to set is when the sun goes down. Yeah, so it's also used as a verb.
Okay.
Ma'am, Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, excellent. That is a compound. So it comes, the origin is from Latin. So they combined, it's the combination of a Sunday. Yeah, excellent. Well done. Hi, Ranu, welcome. Sundance, yeah, people do sun dances or rain dances that dance to pray for rain. That's common in many cultures, a rain dance. Yeah, okay, let's have a look at another one. Air, so these words all begin with air.
Aeroplane.
Airport.
Airport.
Yeah, excellent. So you can say airplane or aeroplane, both are correct.
Airport. Yeah.
Yeah.
Airport.
Ma'am, air hostess.
Air hostess. Good.
Not air hostess, but that's a good one. Air hostess. So that's an example of a compound word. Yeah, this is a bit different. This is to do with the fact that the picture has been changed. It's when they use Photoshop to make the picture, to remove wrinkles and spots. It's a word beginning with air. So Straminti says
Ma'am, airway.
not quite.
Aircraft.
So
Aircraft.
that's a good one. Yeah, aircraft. Excellent. Any type of thing that flies in the air is an aircraft. Excellent.
What is the meaning of the air hostess?
Ma'am, airflow.
So an airport is where planes fly from, where you go to fly to another place. So the building. So an airport is the building.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
what is the meaning of the air hostess?
An air hostess is the person who works on a plane. So the word hostess means to be welcoming, to host somebody in your home, means to give them food, to take care of them, to accommodate them. So to be nice to them and look after them. So an air hostess is someone who does that on the plane. They are the people who look after you when you fly. They might give you a drink. They make sure that you're safe. They make sure that you're happy on the plane. So the people who work on a plane, air hostess for a woman and air host for a man. And the airport is the building. Yeah, excellent. Vishnu says spot cream. Not quite, it begins with air. So it begins with air and B. It's a word beginning with B. To get rid of something, you might something it away. Excellent, air ticket, that's a good example. So Stravinsky asked, what was a sundial? So a sundial is something which is used to tell the time from the shadow created by the dial, the thing pointing up that creates a shadow and tells us the time of day. Airfare, excellent, Kashav. Airfare, the cost to fly on a plane.
Air blowing.
That's a good guess. You might blow something away. There's another, if I something my hair, you can also something away spots and things. So BR.
Air conditioner.
Air conditioner is a good example of a word, yeah. Air conditioner. But we're not talking about that here. It's something you do with your hair. You, bruh.
Air branch.
Brush, almost, airbrush. So you brush away something, we airbrush. That's the name for changing photos based on Photoshop. So things that they do in magazines, they airbrush people.
Ma'am, air branch.
Airbrush. So we don't say branch, yeah. Airbrush.
Air brand.
Hairbrush, yeah, hairbrush is also a combination of hair and brush. We brush hair with a hairbrush.
No, air branch.
Air branch.
Yes.
This. Well, a branch could be the name for lots of places that are to do with something. So it could be a branch of a shop. But air branch as a word isn't very common because there aren't places in the sky. But airbrush is a bit of a strange word. So it's to do with, it's a bit of an issue in magazines that they do this and they don't mention that they airbrush people to look better than they do in actual life. Excellent, so airstrike. Airstrike might be rockets from the sky. Yeah, air freight, excellent, good examples. Okay, so let's have a look at another one. So that was quite a difficult word, but well done everyone. Okay, brain. These are also a little bit difficult to find pictures of these. So I'll be very impressed if anyone can figure this out.
Brain power.
Ma'am, brainstorm.
Excellent, well done. Yeah, well done. Yeah, brainstorm. Yeah, when you,
Yes,
I should probably put in a photo of a storm, but a brainstorm is when you come up with ideas and you make notes on paper.
Brain power.
That's a good one. It's not what I was going for, but it's a good one. Yeah, so brain power, yeah, describing our ability to use our brain. Excellent, that's a good compound word. Pardon? Kumar, were you guessing? Who was that?
Brain.
So this is more that it's something difficult. It's a puzzle for your brain.
Ma'am, brain drain.
Okay, yeah, that's not for this picture, but a brain drain describes when people who are leaving an area, people who are important to an area, maybe they contribute, they're smart, they're educated.
Ma'am,
yeah.
In second one, I know the answer. 45.
Okay, what is it?
Yes, 45.
Oh, okay, for okay, well done. Maybe it is 45, yeah. So that's
2
great.
3s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 6 3s are 18, 15 3s are 45.
Ah, okay, very good. Yeah, well done. Yeah, that's very good, very quick. Yeah. So I was actually going for the name of this thing, but that's very good. I didn't think anyone would actually try and answer it, but well done. Yeah, very quick. I'm very impressed.
These are the multiplication of 3s.
Yeah, well done, well done. So does anyone know what that kind of puzzle might be called? It's a puzzle or a problem that challenges your brain. There's a word for it that begins with brain.
Brain game.
It's not brain drain. So brain drain is when people leave an area.
No, ma'am. Brain game.
Oh, brain game, no, but that's a very good guess.
Brain translation.
Good guess as well, but not quite. It begins with a T.
Ma'am, brain logic.
That's a good guess, but no, but brain logic, yeah. I like that. It's a brain something, a brain T. It's something that challenges your brain or maybe is playful. If you think of siblings, they might do this to you. They might be a bit playful and trick you. So there's a word that begins with T.
Ma'am, brainwash.
That's a great word. It's not for that word, but yeah, brainwash. To brainwash somebody is to completely control their thoughts and make them think something. Excellent, Gia's got it. Yeah, brain teaser. Excellent, well done. So it teases your brain. It makes your brain think. It's a brain teaser, we call them. So Stravinsky says brainstorming means mind-blowing. No, it's very different, but mind-blowing is also a great word. So a brainstorm is when we write on paper all the ideas that we have. It's like we put them on paper to do with the subject so that we can plan or come up with ideas. That's a brainstorm. But mind-blowing means something is so shocking or so takes a long time to figure out or process that it makes us feel like our brain is confused. That's mind-blowing. So very different things, but great words. Yeah, so it's a brain teaser. So we might tease something. So often you might say that siblings are teasing each other, making fun of each other, things like that. So it comes from the same word. Yeah, excellent ideas, everyone. Yeah, and brainwash is when somebody is convinced of something that maybe isn't true and they totally believe it. They can't think for themselves. They're made to believe what somebody else thinks. So that's brainwash. Yeah, excellent examples, everyone. Okay, let's have a go at the last one. So this is blue.
Blueberry.
Yeah. Excellent. Blueberry. Yeah. The second one's also very difficult. It's more to do with American culture. So it's a name of a type of music that starts with blue. It's common. So it's common in the south of North America. Pardon?
Blue band.
Excellent, blueberry. Well done. And then we have this type of music. So it begins with a G. It's a word that begins with G to do with nature. So if you think of things in your garden, can you think of anything in your garden that begins with G? Things in your garden.
Bluegrass.
Excellent. Yeah. Who was that? Was that Shailendra?
Yes, ma'am.
Well done. Yeah. Bluegrass music. It's type of music where they might use banjos, specific kind of type of guitar like this. And it's common in the south of the United States of America. Pardon?
Ma'am, blue color.
Blue color?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we wouldn't normally use the word color with blue because we know it's a color. Yeah.
Blue rose.
Blue rose. That's a good guess. So it's bluegrass. You have grass in your garden, on a
Blue
lawn.
flower.
Blue flower, yeah, that's possible. So very few flowers are blue, but it's a good idea. Yeah. Okay, these ones might also be a little bit easier now.
Ma'am,
So we have
hello, ma'am.
Hi.
Ma'am, I have heard another word, muddy grass.
Muddy grass. I've not heard of that before.
Okay.
But maybe, yeah, maybe it's some kind of combination of bluegrass music. It's possible they combine. Bluebird, yeah, excellent, Sarika. That's a good example. So this is, pardon?
Shopkeeper, first of all.
Yeah, excellent. So we're going to look at that. So yeah, this is bookshop. The place where you might buy books. It's a bookshop. A place where you store your books, the bookshelf. Yeah, excellent.
Shopkeeper, ma'am.
Yeah, actually, shopkeeper. Yeah, you could have that. So that's the name for a person. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Okay, these ones a little bit more difficult. So this is for the thing that you put in your book to show where you need to continue reading. So it's a book something.
Bookmark.
Excellent. Bookmark. Yeah. Often we'll just say a bookmark. We don't even say marker. We often just say bookmark. Yeah, excellent. Bookstall, bookshop, both are right. And this is a person who deals with notebook. That's, yeah, so that's for the book. But this is more somebody who deals with the accounts. The accounts, we often say that you put your accounts in a book, you write. So it's to do with taking note of costs, income, things like that. Bookwork, not really.
Workbook.
Excellent. Workbook is the name of a
bookkeeping.
Pardon?
Bookkeeping.
Excellent. Well done. Bookkeeping. Yeah. So bookkeeping is the name of the thing, or a bookkeeper is the person who does it. Yeah. So it's bookkeeping or a bookkeeper. Excellent. Well done. Yeah. So bookkeeping is when you keep track of costs and expenses, things like that. So your bookkeeper is the person who keeps the books. You could separate it. A bookkeeper is the person who makes sure that everything's accounted for. A bit like an accountant, but you're not. You might just be doing it for yourself. Yeah,
Book
excellent.
writer, ma'am.
Yeah, book writer. So we don't often. You might say that they're a writer. If they write books, you would call them a novelist. That's the name for a person who writes books. So they're a novelist. They write novels. Yeah, excellent. Great ideas. Okay, so we'll finish with a last one. So someone did mention this at the beginning of the word of the
Storybook.
Yeah, storybooks. There's a
Bookworm.
little excellent
Bookworm.
bookworm. Yeah, excellent. A bookworm. So somebody who loves books, we call them a bookworm.
Book reader.
Yeah, book reader, but often we'll just say a reader. But a bookworm describes somebody who loves books. They're obsessed with books. They're always reading a book. They're a real bookworm. We say they always have their nose stuck in a book. They're always reading.
Ma'am, bookmark it.
Pardon?
Bookmark it.
Bookmarker, yeah, you could have a bookmarker. What was the other one?
Bookstop.
A bookshop, yeah. What about the name for the person who owns the bookshop?
Bookstall, ma'am.
A bookstore, yeah, a bookshop or a bookstore. You could say both. Yeah, book market, a place where they sell, but the name for the person who sells the books.
Bookseller.
Excellent, yeah, bookseller. Yeah, excellent, well done.
Workbook, ma'am.
Pardon?
Workbook.
A workbook?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so workbook is something that you write your work in. Yeah, excellent. A bit like a notebook. Excellent. Geo bookstores. Excellent. Great job, everyone. Lots of really amazing ideas, very impressive ideas. Everyone got it very quickly, so well done. I hope that was a bit of fun.
Very good lecture with you.
Good. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I thought I would include something a bit more fun before we do some modals next class.
Okay, thank you very much giving a
Thank you.
good
Thank you,
idea,
Kumar.
madam. Okay, safe.
Thank you.
Stay at home and safe.
Thank you. I hope you're all safe too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Words in this lecture.
Oh, thank you, Telshi. I'm glad that it was enjoyable and a bit of fun. Learning should be fun. And thank you for joining. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the evening. Stravinsky seems mind-blogging. So I think you mean mind-boggling. Mind-boggling means it's something you can't believe. It confuses your mind because it's so unbelievable. Mind-boggling. So we usually separate that into 2 words. Yeah, so it should be 2 words. I didn't put a space there. But thank you so much to everyone for joining. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Keep safe and healthy and take care of yourself. And the next class that I'll be taking will be on Sunday at 7 p.m. So I hope to see you all there. If not, have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. And good luck with the rest of your learning. Bye, everyone.
Bye.